Hello Straders, Dan here. I'm about to play some more Rainbow Tron. And I'm playing as Mr. Meat Zombie. Okay. This is a hand. I think I have to mulligan. I have no colored mana and only 2 lands. I don't see any hope for that. There is a very expensive card in here as well. So I'm mulliganing that. Into 2 black mana. That's a weird hand. Can I get out of this anyway? I need to find blue. No, it's too bad. I think we have to mulligan again. And this one I keep. So double mulligan. Do we want a tower? I don't think we want a tower. We already have a tower. Snow-covered land expedition map. That's interesting. I hope he isn't playing a slow deck, because then he will win on the clock. Predicting it now, people. Okay, I got the Soul Reap. I can cast on turn 3. Oh, we are playing Tron versus Tron. That's a shame. But I do have an expedition map. So I'm getting power plant. Who will get to Tron first and what will happen? Nobody knows. He draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. At least his Tron is somewhat innovative. Whereas mine is not. Let's get the power plant now. Do I actually keep up a condescend here? I think I do. And get the power plant next turn. I'm already behind on the clock. But I'm keeping up condescend. Condescend felt very powerful in the first match. In the second match, it wasn't. So we're keeping up condescend here, and of course using the expedition map at the end of his turn. If he finds the power plant here, but he doesn't, we can condescend we can't condescend that. I do want to condescend so much. And here I can actually condescend some. And I will. And he quit. Well, that saves me from a big mirror. Let's play against Paradoxal Zoo instead. He felt that I was going to get to Tron and he wasn't. Oh my god. I can condescend myself out of this. Maybe now I'm in like condescend is the best card ever phase. But I will condescend. I might even not pronounce it right. But English is not my native language. And I've been forced to learn this complicated language in school, at work, and here together with you. I even learned to pronounce Journey to Nowhere instead of Journey to Nowhere, which is what I would say. There is no difference in Swedish, but there is in English. We are waiting for Paradoxal Zoo. That's why I'm talking. And we see Scoured Barrens enter the battlefield. Here is my Dismal Backwater, and we are in competition. Setting up the turn 2 condescend that will save me and find me lands. That's the plan. It's not much of a plan, but it is my plan. It's of course Pestilence. Am I afraid of Pestilence decks? I would not imagine that, as I'm not a creature-based deck. I do have to win with creatures, as I do not pack a Rolling Thunder. For some reason. That has gone out of fashion. I did like a Rolling Thunder or two in my decks. And it took my only hope, Condescend. So now I'm left with a Shanish Edict and Raven's Crime. Not gonna retrace that anytime soon. But we need to remember it. Shanish Edict, yeah, not the best card against me. One more land, and I can go evoking the Muldrifter. You know, I don't like to do that, but this is one of those situations. Especially with the Pulse in hand. But he's castigating me again, getting the Muldrifter. No. He was more worried about my crop rotation. Okay. Which probably means that I am not playing crop rotation correctly. He now has all the mana in the world, and I do not. But I am evoking this Muldrifter. Except that he has a stop in my combat phase. I'm ahead on the clock! Wow. That's a rare feeling of yesteryear. Oh yes! There's mine. I am so happy to see that. Let's get a Seagate Oracle to keep Pestilence going. He's drawing a ton of cards. But so am I. Prism is of course super good here. And I think maybe I prefer Prism to Seagate Oracle. Keeping the board nice and clear. It's another mine. Now we got the Pulse. Pristine Talisman, I do not fear. And more cards for you, sir. Getting back a Raven's Crime seems like a bad thing. Pulsing the Muldrifter. Oh, look at that. We are getting Tower, leaving us with plenty of mana. Here's Tower. Now, I still think it's Seagate Oracle here. I might be wrong. And I am taking Mr. Horror here, right? I don't have a mana problem. 1 minute ahead on the clock. I can pulse Muldrifter or cast Horror. Duress takes my pulse away. He also has plenty of mana. And the fourth Night Whisper. I do expect Pestilence here. Here it comes. So what about making him bounce Pestilence? And then horror dies and I bounce something else. That seems kind of fun. Blue. Black. Horror. Did I just... Oh, I messed that up totally. Wow. That was messy. And I can't regret that, right? So, well, I messed that up. Terribly. Okay, let's... When you make a mistake like that, the important thing is to not tilt. And there goes my pulse. But I'm not tilting. I feel like I can draw into a million things here. Let's cycle this thing. Play the Tonwood Falls. Do all of this in the other way. So black. Thank you. Blue. 6. He still has enough mana to play it and use it, right? 7, 8. Yes, he does it. He does have it. But he's at 12. And did not use the Pestilence there, which was kind of weird. Yeah, I really messed it up with the Pulse of Marasa there. So, Mr. Horror has problems. And now he's dead. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him badly. But who's the creature that will keep the Pestilence going? Of course it's you, Guardian of the Guild Pact. He's down to 3 cards. Wow, that's interesting. So I have Ghostly Flicker. That's fun. And I misclicked again. Control C still works. You die. Can't do... Oh, I can do a pretty nice Ghostly Flicker here. Of the Oracle and the Prism. I think I will. For some cards. Teaching seems good. And I guess Doomblade. And then we're gonna teach for what? What do we want here? It's always Condescend, isn't it? The Raven's Crime is gone, right? No. We can teachings for Raven's Crime. No, it has been instant. It's counterspells. Okay, so I'm gonna teachings for teachings. As I can't even counterspell now. Pestilence is on the board. I expect 2 points here. As he needs to keep the Pestilence around. Do I actually want to kill the Seagate Oracle to get rid of Pestilence? Well, I don't need to do that now. And teachings. 4 teachings. Love it. And there is the condescend. So now I'm at the beginning of the end step. So I attack and kill my own creature. Isn't that fun? It's kind of fun. I'm doing it. And now I'm keeping up condescend. Bye bye Pestilence. Oh, yeah, Buyuka Bog. Sucks. I can still get back my condescend. He only has 2 cards. I lost the teachings as well there. So now I teach for prohibit. Or for the second condescend, giving the game away. Or ghostly flicker. Let's get flicker. And wall for condescend. Oh, I mean teachings. Very nice. So now I feel I can do anything. You can have some cards. Do I want that? Or will I teach for prohibit here? We will not allow that. And prohibit. Blue and 4. Cast it with a kicker. Not allowed. Maybe I was wrong to do that. Maybe now is when Pestilence comes down. But letting you have that much mana, that would be way too much. He's doing damage to himself again. I'm leaving Mnemonic Wall open to flicker. He castigates me. That's a problem. Two minutes ahead. I have tower. I have condescend. And I can teach for flicker. I have 3 colored mana. That's what I'll do at the end of his turn. And I will condescend. He has 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 mana. So I have to condescend for 10. But I don't trust my counting ability, so I'm condescending for 12. I can still teach for flicker. I don't want that, and I do not want that. What is your last card? Nothing useful. And I'm teaching for something useful. It's 6 mana, not 7. Wow. I think I'm getting Devour Flesh. And I have more mana. And it's Pestilence. So I can now Devour Flesh myself. Is that something I want to do? He does 3 damage. 3 damage. Maybe I want to do that. Because that also gets rid of the Pestilence. Wow, how did that become a white mana? Black mana. Goodbye Pestilence. 120 head. Echoing Decay. Not what we wanted to see. Can't F6, can't F8. What about F4? No, didn't work either. How do I see the turn? It's the reverse of Mana Burn. It's Pristine Talisman. What do I want against this guy? That will be an interesting question. Now, let's do what Tron does. And this is what Tron does. Get more Tron. Well, that was all that happened. Well, at least we have a creature. I can't really kill him with that because of the talismans. And of course that thing. So how do I win this? I win it with a clock. Probably. Which is still kind of working. Blue. I still have to... Oh, look at that. What do we want? We don't want that. And we don't... Oh, it wasn't a scry. We have a creature. Hooray! The Seagate Oracles weren't very good against him. We don't have much in the sideboard against him either. But let's try to do the Muldrifter dance. And this guy. And compulsive research. I choose me. Draw two, discard 2 cards or a land card. I am discarding a land. The Shimmering Grotto is what I'm discarding. Maybe your... I need the Shimmering Grotto to cast this thing, which I'm doing. Black. And then blue. Then tower. And then get rid of that thing. That felt good. Oh, attack with all creatures for 1 point. What did he discard? The talisman. That is not good. But now we're doing some damage. He's down to 24 cards. I'm down to 14, right? Uh-oh. Exile target creature. Well, that works for you. And now he becomes the monarch, but that looked dangerous. Right? Wasn't that very dangerous? Now I'm just becoming the monarch. 13 cards left. Maybe I'm not. Give me the monarchhood. Yeah. You are not allowed to have anything. Do I want to use this expedition map? I don't think so. I have another horror. That will help too. Yeah, I'm still the monarch. Will I die by being the monarch? Oh, Mr. Guardian of the Guild Pact. Does this mean I will find a use for my for my moments pieces? 11 cards left. Now 9. I feel I don't have much oomph in this deck. He can't kill those guys. I will still do a point of damage. And now I've fallen behind on the clock. Which will be death. I knew that. And if I had the ability to see the turn, that would be very useful. But now maybe conceding is the best option. Because I will not be able to kill him on time. And I do that. So do you want a negate? Duress seems useful. Ancient Grudge. There's a lot of stuff that is not useful. Moment pieces. I don't think we can use at all. What else? All the sacrifice effects are pretty good. Echoing Decay didn't do much. The rest of the things are my combo. I really feel that I lack oomph against a deck with a lot of removal. It's pretty hard to win. Hmm. Raven's crime felt pretty strong. This figure probably doesn't do a whole lot. Hmm. I don't know what to cut. I'm cutting crop rotation, which is probably wrong. This looks very good. Extremely good. Early horror. Realistically, it's a turn 4 horror, right? Yeah. He's taking some time here. But I don't have time. We're getting power plant. You cannot arrest me out of this. Oh, the prism is very useful here, of course. And I did need another color mana for the horror. Wow, I'm just flooding in expedition maps, which means that I will get my colored mana. So now we are getting power plant. There goes the horror. Power plant. And a prism. Which felt good. Muldrifter, no. And another expedition map. What are we getting with this? We are getting Shimmering Grotto. Circle of Protection blue. That was interesting. How do I beat that? I don't think I can beat Circle of Protection blue. Oh, of course I can horror it. That's not a good plan, is it? That was a very good sideboard choice on his part. I have no idea how I beat that. Well, I can beat it if he only has 2 mana. Now he draws a 3rd mana. There is no justice in the world. And of course, it was the Basilica all the time. So he didn't miss a land drop. I think I'm getting another grotto. That will allow me to cast all my spells. Must be useful. But these spells are not much use here. I will discard a land. I will look at my graveyard. No creatures. And I have teachings. Maybe that'll teach me something about the deck. Of course, I can Ghostly Flicker, Horror Lock him. So I guess I'm teachings for teachings here. Yes. Then you can discard as much as you want. So it's all about flickering horrors now. And empty his hand. Is that realistic? Maybe. First we need to draw the horror. And maybe as teaching for Condescend. To stop the Pestilence. Because he has a hard time killing me as well. That sucked. There is Condescend. I don't feel very threatened, am I? Another Guardian of the Guild Pact is a problem. Why do I have... Oh, I have Devour Flesh that I can teach for. Do I want to Condescend this? No, we save Condescend for Pestilence. That must be the right. It costs 6 mana. I'm playing way too slow here. We got Devour Flesh, which we can then cast. To get rid of that guy. Now we can even Condescend something really small. But that is not going to happen. I have more colored mana, must be good. Condescend, teaching for stuff. Double teaching at the end of his turn, maybe even. Unless he actually does something. You get some cards. I still have to work around Circle of Protection Blue. And win another duel. Duress takes my Condescend. Takes my teachings, but he can't stop me teaching for stuff. It's my last teaching. But in the hand, he has Duress and Castigate, so this, the Ghostly Flicker is very vulnerable. Will I pay the correct amount of mana for once? No. Not this time. Teachings. But for what? Flicker. I think I need to know the auto-yield options. This is still the same evening as the first games. Let me know how you auto-yield. This was probably a pretty good sideboard card. So we get rid of the Spellbomb. Can we get rid of one circle? We can get rid of both. So I think it's Spellbomb. And then we just sit back and wait for something to Condescend. Until we get the horror. Which will flicker so hard. Are we afraid of that? Horror can even beat Guardian of the Guild Pact. I'm condescending against my better knowledge. It's 3 mana. Overpaying again. Scrying 2 feels very good here. I'm way behind on the clock. And they're all going to the bottom. It's the second circle, but I already know that. And we draw the second Condescend, which is not a bad card. This might even work at some point. Prism is super useful. Takes me like 10 seconds to cast a Prism. And here we have a Prohibit, which can actually counter Pestilence. Feeling good. His clock feels too slow. And now we have Mr. Muldrifter. And that is the way all good things start. So we need wall. We need the big guy. We got negate as well. I think he's out of graveyard kills. Or he has Bojuka Bogs probably. He exiles my Muldrifter. Oh, okay. He draws cards. I have still drawn more cards. He is castigating. That will not be tolerated. So we prohibit it. Here comes Pestilence, which we successfully negate. Two cards left. There goes my graveyard, but the flicker is not in it. So there's still hope, people. Still hope. Am my analysis correct? Is my analysis correct? Can I win in the way I think? I have 5 turns to find the cure. His monarch cards are out of the deck. He's castigating me here, which I have to condescend for 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Let's make it 8 because I don't trust myself. Protecting the flicker. And now comes the Pestilence, which will be bad. I want that Muldrifter because he means more cards. He cannot block. We're only waiting for the big guy. There's an ancient grudge, which looks completely useless. We can now flicker for value, find 3 cards, leaving flicker in the vulnerable position. But we are doing that right now, people. This is what we do. The time counter has gone red. Seagate Oracle. Nothing for the rest to take. Card economy looking swell. And he has nothing. Meaning that we actually destroy one circle immediately. We also have a pretty broken setup if we find a wall here. And there is the wall. So now let's go to Wall Town. Get flicker. And flicker away. Blue. Until we find the big guy. I will win this duel. That's my goal now. Wow. Another wall. Is that useful? No, it's not useful. We flicker again. Blue. I'm so slow. Yes. And 2 cards, please. Thank you. Yeah, flicker again. Now we need 4 mana, which we have here. And I miscalculated again. Where are the horrors? Another Muldrifter. Yeah, I guess we can cast that. He doesn't have a card. Let's get rid of his graveyard for lols. And that's the turn. Discard. A bounce of pile of lands. Probably not Ursa land. We have 2 minutes left, so there is no chance. I wish there was an option for longer time for duels with sideboard. He doesn't have a card. We are still on the plan. Of course, we have a Chainage Edict or something somewhere. But we are gonna time out. Another Muldrifter. Casting that. Edict. Pretty useful. And now I think we would actually win this duel if we weren't this slow. Drawing the deck. Yes. Wow. Where are they? Did he get rid of them already? One horror is dead. The second is in the deck. $38 seconds. This is pathetic, people. 5 cards left. And this is where we time out. Please tell me how to... there's the horror. And we can cast that next turn. And win, actually. No. We would card out, right? We would do 6... We do 6 damage. Plus 10 damage. Well, we could do it. But we have 9 seconds left. So are we even going to be able to cast that blue, black, 4/4? No! Well, that's a shame. I'll pause for the 4th video until you tell me how to skip things. And then I'll play the last one. Thank you for watching.